Rivers to the end zone. Popped up in the air and caught. Keenan Allen.
Kirk, straight drop, passes right, and Thielen with a great catch at the 35. He went up over, and he brought it in. Mayfield looking, firing down the seam. It's caught inside the 5-yard line.
Jarvis
Landry inside the 5. What a catch.
Landry and Odell, they have history together, and each of those two highlights we just saw are atop and among James Jones' top 5 receiving duos. You can see his story right now on NFL.com, his breakdowns, his reasoning. Odell and Jarvis, number 1 on the list.
Number 1, new friends. How much hype is on Cleveland, Kay?
I know. Adam Thielen ranks second. You're part of that machine. Thank you very much. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are third. Guys, who do you think is, in fact, the top receiving duo in the league?
Who do you think, Kay? I want to hear from you.
I'm going to go, I like the number 2 spot that James Jones has, just because we like Odell and we like Jarvis, and yes, they played together at LSU, but we haven't seen them together on the field in the NFL, so it's hard for me to give them such a distinguished honor, especially in an offense where I don't know who's doing what or how it's going to look. When I look at Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs, these are 2 guys who combined for 18 touchdowns and 2,400 yards last year. When you have 2 1,000-yard receivers in the same offense, that is dominant to me. This is back-to-back years that we've seen them really successful. They're best friends on and off the field as well, which I love and like to follow. I feel like you can't really say that about any other tandem in the league with those numbers, and really nobody else on this list for sure.
It's a fantastic choice. You know, Diggs gets so much credit for the mini miracle, as he should. I think Thielen needs credit too, because the play that came prior to the mini miracle that we showed in that package as I think the best play of Thielen's career. This is in the playoffs. Case Keenum chucks it up. Watch the catch that he makes. Over the shoulder, he gets a flag, he takes a hit. Without this play here, we don't get our mini miracle. That is the true tag team, Kay, literally working together to make miracles. I give Thielen credit for that. And yet, in the same breath, I'm going to disagree. And I think the top tandem are
receiver in football. If I look at the numbers, I know you mentioned Thielen and Diggs having 2,400 yards last year and 18 touchdowns. My guys had 2,518, and that's Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones. But them boys play ball. Like I said, Calvin really found an ability to just get in the end zone last year. And I watched him play in college, and I thought this kid could be dynamic. But you tag team him with Julio and Sanu out there in Atlanta, that offense just, the sky's the limit. And I don't know how you cover these guys if Devontae Freeman is back healthy. Atlanta Falcons is another sleeper team that people aren't giving credit to. They had a lot of injuries last year. I think they're going to be ready to go. Matt Ryan throwing the football around. I still need Baker Mayfield to show me a little bit more. I think talent level, you're right. OBJ and Jarvis from a talent standpoint.
He was a rookie. He had 1 year, and it was a little front-loaded. Like, he was fantastic at the beginning of the year, and then maybe the production topped off. But still, the fact that they were even on this conversation, this segment, they have big, big things to do. You know, there were so many, Kay, talking about all these guys mad about their Madden rating. Jarvis was mad about his, too, and I really think he has a case, because I think Madden had him, he was tweeting about it, I think Madden had Jarvis at 84, and he did the, he did the, not funny at all. At 84, I think, some of these guys are just whining. 84 is low for Jarvis Landry, guys who put up over 100 catches. 84, we can't get him into the 90s? Come on, EA.
Led the league in receptions not long ago, and I was Baker Mayfield the full year with him. We will see how it all turns out. But that is the duo list, and if you disagree with it, please tweet us at #GMFB. Training camp is here. Will Selva is at the news desk with more.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kay. Fellas, appreciate that. We've chronicled the remarkable path Steelers running back James Conner took to the NFL, which includes being a cancer survivor. But we didn't realize how close he was to never drawing a breath again. And another incredible element to his story, Conner telling rapper Mike Stud on his podcast, doctors told him he had about a week left at the rate his cancer was growing if it had not been caught when it was. Conner says he thinks about it every day and it makes him go hard. He also revealed that he had tumors surrounding his heart. Incredible story indeed. Meanwhile, as the Broncos report to training camp today, wideout Emmanuel Sanders tells TheAthletic.com he wants to be ready for Week 1. However, he definitely won't be full strength at the start of training camp. Sanders tore his Achilles on December 5th and missed the remainder of the season. The Broncos and Falcons kick off the preseason at the Hall of Fame game on August 1st. Colts linebacker Darius Leonard exceeded expectations in his rookie season, leading the league with 163 tackles to go along with 7 sacks, on his way to winning the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year honors. But, as he told NFL Total Access, those numbers just aren't going to cut it this season. He has loftier goals, my friends.
Have you even been known to screenshot certain things in your phone? Is that true?
Yes, ma'am, that is true.
Like what?
Last year I was called the worst draft pick by, I forgot who it was, at Bleacher Report, and I screenshotted it. And every day I looked at it, and it kind of gave me an extra drive to prove that I wasn't the worst draft pick and that I could play at the next level.
Okay, all right. So Darius Leonard has his goals. He also has that chip on his shoulder as well. So if he posts anything, if we post anything on Good Morning Football, you never know. That can be used as motivation. We've seen the Eagles use it before. Isn't that right, KB?
Yeah, they use it all the way to the Super Bowl. Darius Leonard does not have to worry about this show. We love the Maniac. He is the perfect linebacker for this era. Small, fast, and fierce. We love him just like you will.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Thank you so much, Will Selva. He walks that line perfectly. Humble and confident, and that's why.
Nails it.
We love Leonard.
Just like Joe Flacco.
I mean, he still thinks he has something to prove, and apparently so does this guy.
Yeah, I mean, they drafted a quarterback.
He was a Super Bowl MVP. He's got something to prove?
In a minute.
And we were